And welcome back. So this is possibly going to be the last video in this speaker tutorial. It seems all we have to do now is to attach some materials to it. Now we've got this sort of matte black finish, we've got a gloss black finish, we've got this matte black with a shine, and then we've got the orange there as well. We could go into adding this detail on to the bottom as well, but for now I don't think I'd do that. I think I'm just going to focus on sorting out the materials of what we need. Sorry, so what I'm going to do is just get my keys on there for us. That's great. Okay, so just select all around there. All of these. Okay, so this is going to be our orange section. So we go straight over to material. Now one of the things that I found was adding so many materials to one object was quite hard, and I actually figured out how to do that now, which was a lot of help. So we're going to do center of small speaker. Again, as I say, just always name all your stuff, just so that you can keep track of it. Sorry. Okay, so for this, we are going to try and match it up as much as possible to this orange here. Now it will change the colour of absolutely everything, but don't worry about that right now. Okay, it's a lot more orange than that. And you know, this is going to be probably going to be quite a lengthy tutorial, because you know there's going to be a lot of messing around trying to get this correct. Okay. Increase the specular over to an orange. Intensity 0.0. Sorry, 0.7. 0.7. There we go. Okay, it's just working on getting this orange to the correct colour now. I wonder if... that's cool. Can we actually... Whoops, worry about that. We can't actually do that. Okay. Okay, so we're going to choose... Okay, I think I'm going to go for that orange there. Okay, that looks pretty cool to me. That's fine. Okay, now next what we want is we can do Alt, no, that's going to select that way. Okay, so we keep all the control, select right around, and then we want the inner side of it as well. Nope, that's not what we want. And again, you know, if anyone finds out an easier way to actually do this, or to get a specific colour that you actually want to match up perfectly with it, then leave a comment and please let me know. Okay, so now that colour is the main colour now, so that's attached to everything, but we don't want it attached to everything. So what we want to do is we want to click this add button up here, simply add new material, and we want this black. Okay, we don't really want, we want some specular on it, so we do 0.3, I think. No. 0.3. I think that looks about right. And then we just assign, and that will assign to this part here. And only that part. Okay, so now when we render it, I haven't got much light in the scene. But yeah, go to that mode. There we go. It looks a lot better, doesn't it? Okay, so now what we need to do is, in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into wireframe mode, box select. I'm actually going to delete this whole speaker. The reason I'm going to delete it, as probably guessed, I'm going to use the mirror modifier so that I don't have to do all this twice. And I'm in face, so delete faces. Okay. Modifier and mirror. Okay, and I'm gonna right, okay, so I can't do that. What I need to do is box select this, P by selection. Okay, so name that again, small, that's fine. So now once that's separated, I should now be able to add the mirror modifier and use the cube as a mirror. Why is it not letting me do that? Okay. Okay, I've also lost a face off there as well for some reason. Oh, this is not going very well, is it? Not sure how I lost the face off there at all. But that's an easy enough fix, that's fine. Okay, so that's fine, I'll just duplicate that item. I'll just concentrate on one for now, and then I can duplicate that later on. Okay, so we've got our inside of the speaker, which is this orange part here, and we've got this bubble part of the speaker, which is here. I know that shape doesn't look quite right yet, but I suppose really best moving that now. It needs to go in a little bit further. Oops, there we go. And then we can scale. We need to do cursor to selected, and then we can scale it out like that. There we go. And that looks a bit better there. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so next we've got our right, okay, that black should be coming right out to here. And then again we just name that speaker small. Okay, that's cool. And a little bit of shine on that as well, because it's exactly what we wanted. Now next we need to do is we need to be, can we not do alt on this one? Okay, so we need to be selecting everything basically apart from in here. So maybe the best way around this, just use the C and then your middle mouse button just to deselect everything. I just want to make sure that that's not something selected on the inside there. There we go. So you do C and then the middle mouse button just gets rid of it there. And that's all good. I suppose C on this really as well, because we want this a complete different colour really. Now don't worry about the big face on the outside there, because that's going to be the easiest thing to fix. So we just get rid of all this. Let's see again. We don't want any of this selected at all. And you know, like I always say, you know, I'm not an expert at this. I'm just completely doing this off the top of my head of what I know up to now. So you know, there's probably people out there that can make this a hell of a lot better than me. But you know, I'm giving it a go, and that's pretty much all you can do, really, isn't it? And by me doing this, you know, I'm learning new things, and other people are learning, hopefully learning new things too. And you know, there's other people on YouTube as well. They do some fantastic tutorials, such as Darren Lyle, I believe. Apologies if I got that name wrong, but I'm sure it's Darren Lyle. And obviously, hopefully, he doesn't mind me getting me mentioning him in my video. His work is, I will say, it is a lot better than mine. He does know a lot of stuff about this. There you go. So as I say, don't worry about those faces, because we just do Shift, and now they're completely selected. Okay, so this is going to be the majority of our texture. But in saying that, actually, we don't even want it on that, do we? Because that's a glossy black, that one. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to deselect everything there, because I've done that completely wrong. So let's go into, oops, let's go into wireframe mode. Back select that, and again, just take that away by selection. That's fine. Okay, it's just so we can simply get this done. There we go. Okay, and that's the majority of our texture really, is that big speaker. Now we want this sort of a matte black finish, I believe it is, because it hasn't got much shine on it, but it has got that little, it's got that little bit of shine on it. So it's going to be pretty similar to this one. So we've got a new one there. We press new, diffuse, and we're going to go to black. Now again, it's going to be a case of just getting this black correct. So I mean, we can turn the intensity. It's not really going to do much, that is it? Okay, we're going to want the specular completely black. Let's see if we changing the hardness of that, that's not going to affect it at all. Okay, we're going to have to make it a little bit brighter. Okay, just reset that back to there a second. Raise the diffuse back to, that's why it wasn't doing anything. 0.5. Okay. We want it black, but we don't want it jet black. Just so we can kind of get that matte finish, and I think that's about right. It's a little greyish, not much. And I think that's probably the closest I'm going to actually get that to looking at that black there. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I think I'll keep hold of that now. So that's going to be our sub speaker. Our sub speaker. Very sort of, I like everything to look the same, so I do apologise that I'm doing this, but it's obviously oops. There we go. Okay, so that's our sub speaker done. Now we need some black gloss for our item here. Okay, and this is going to be the same black gloss we're going to use on the feet, and we're going to use on the whole speaker and this base here as well. So it's probably better if we now attach these back together by controlling J and then go into edit mode. So now deselect everything. Let's see. And again, don't worry if you get those faces in there, because that's going to be the easiest thing to change. We just need to make sure that we have everything selected, all those faces selected. And this little guy in the middle, again, you know, it's not going to be a major thing. Selecting or deselecting that doesn't really matter. That's going to be something we're going to focus on after this. We just need to make sure that we've got all of those. So once you're happy, you've got all of those faces, which I'm pretty happy I've got all of them. Okay, just going to do Shift and get rid of those. Next, we're going to do C and select those. Again, don't worry about the selecting of the other faces for now. Oops, apologies for that. So again, just go back and deselect those. We've lost it all now, haven't we? See, that's because I never kept hold of that properly. Okay. What I might do then is, if we just select this part for now, we need to wonder if we can. No, that's not going to do it, is it? Okay, it might take a while to get all this. Just keep selecting other things. Okay, so now we've got that selected. So I had to go and do something, then do apologise, I've just lost that again. I find it so hard to do this whilst concentrating on so many other things. I do apologise. Make that a little bit smaller, that might help. Yep, okay, finally we have that selected. Okay, now what I can actually do, I'll just remove that for a second. just so. And I'll go into modes. Let me just make sure that, yep, that's everything selected. That's fine. That's cool. Okay. So what we'll now do is mode new, and we're going to go for a really deep black here, and we want specular quite bright. This is going to be our main part here, and also this, and that's quite it's quite shiny. That, so we really want that to be shiny. Now I know we can go into our cycles vendor up here and then start using nodes, but I want to save that for a later date and go through all that separately. So I mean, we could put a little bit of a mitt on that, maybe of 1, and then we could assign that there. Oh, why has that not worked? Bear with me 1 second. That's why. Assign that there. Okay, that's quite a deep black, that. So yeah, it is quite shiny at the front, which is exactly what we wanted. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Yeah, that looks spot on to me. Okay, so now we just select that. Object mode. Select that. I keep pressing caps lock. Okay, and now what we need to do is our little guy there. And this is going to be our little light over here, which is going to be blue. And again, probably a good idea to add an emit onto that. Let's just name that gloss black, and this is going to be the blue LED. So we want this as quite a bright blue. Okay. No, I'm not happy with that. Make sure you've got all of that face in the front there as well, because I've just forgot to do that. Okay, we need it to be quite a bright blue. Okay, that's probably about the colour there. That's good. And then specular, you do that as a darker blue, the specular. Bit more on the intensity, and then I think the emit to be a 2. There we go, that looks perfect. Okay, that's good, that's good. Okay, and now what we want is back to selecting again. We now want to be selecting all of this speaker. What if we hit the side again? We'll figure that out. Boom. Just to make sure that we have got absolutely everything on this, because we don't want anything to go wrong. Like those little bits there. I mean, I suppose if we have, it's going to light up orange anyway, and we'll be able to quickly identify everything and then fix it straight away. One of the things I've just found is our top piece up here, which isn't quite hidden, still has a face on there, so we can actually get rid of that face. We need to create a face there. Something's happened to that, but that's something we can fix later on. Okay, and we want that gloss black on there. Okay, so again, just to make sure that everything is selected. We really want to make sure that we've got everything. Not sure why that keeps doing that. And if we go into wireframe, we should definitely have everything there. Maybe I need to recalculate the normals on that. Ooh, got a few doubles on there, which could have been causing a few problems. So now, if I have a look at that, there we go. So I said before to always make sure you remove the doubles because it can cause a lot of problems. Okay, now that is quite deep, that black, so you're not actually seeing the inside of there. Which I'm not too happy about because I really want that to be there. And when we're out here, we can't see that blue light either. Okay, so the way to fix that, do that and do that. Okay, and whoops. Okay, we need to do cursor to selected. Just scale that out a little bit. And grab it along the Y. That's probably about right. Just making sure that the body is still inside. Okay, and then okay, that should be good. We'll have a little look at it when it's actually rendered. Okay, so next thing is selecting all the feet. There we go. Makes it easier. Okay, and it is meant to just be you press L once, but sometimes it just doesn't work. And I could not tell you why. But we'll just make sure that we've got them all. Just by going around. That's not what we wanted. I did say this is going to be quite a lengthy tutorial, but it's just making sure that everything is spot on, because if it isn't, then we'll find that out. Now, I know we say stay in orthographic, but if you can go into perspex mode, or perspective mode even, not perspex, perspective, then you can see those feet there that are actually completely selected. And it looks like that might be coming through a little bit there, but I'll find that out. Oh, there we go, see. So you definitely need to make sure that's all selected. And then once again, we're going to use that gloss block. There we go, that's brilliant. And now, deselect all that. So if you didn't know that, A selects all, A again, deselects it. And now it's going to come to wireframe mode, box select. And this is simply because I didn't use the, the mirror modifier before. So Shift D along the X, straight to there. And now we have our set. Okay, so the center. And I think what I'm going to do here now is just going to add Hemilight, because I believe that's probably the best one. Straight up here. Energy to 10. Okay, and let's have a little look. Oh, we've seen how that grey's gone quite bright there. So if that's if the sun's so bright on it, let's have a little look. Okay. So this is why we name it, just so we can get straight back to it again. A little bit darker, and let's try that. Oh, it's still quite bright. Maybe if we lower this down to 5. Oops. Back down to 1, let's try that. Okay, there we go. So it's basically just the brightness of the sun was just affecting that a little bit. Okay, and I think that's pretty much our finished model. We could go in and just adjust this a little bit. Simply because I can't see the detail on that very much. So I think what I'd like to do is select that part. I think, yeah, inside of speaker. Okay, just assign that there, just so we know that that's definitely that part there. And thinking maybe make this a little bit, maybe even okay, let's just separate this just so that we can continuously go back to that bit. And we can select all like that, because we definitely want it black. Just don't want it as black as this. So if we can 0.25. Okay. Okay, let's have a look what that looks like. Assign that. Okay, so we can see that a little bit better now. It won't be as much as what I'd like it to be, to actually look like. But you know, it's one of my first projects that I've done. and you know, I'm pretty happy with that. Now join them back together. I mean, what I'll probably do now is, I think, save that, select everything, remove any doubles. 138 vertices removed there. Now that's fantastic. Make sure there's nothing missing. Sometimes when you remove doubles, it can change the geometry because there's something there that you haven't actually seen, and it's moved the face out the way. But no, I'm happy with that. We go on to mesh, clean up, delete any loose, no loose vertices, that's always good. See if I can make planar faces. No, that's okay. I think that's going to be something that we're going to look at a later date. That bit. Clean up. Let's see. Limited dissolve. Okay. Now limited dissolve is going to remove everything that it can. And I have had problems with that before, where it's made something look completely different. However, with this model, that seems to have worked pretty well. And now we have 1074 vertices, 614 faces, 1964 tries. I'll get the lamp out the way because we don't need a lamp and a hemi there at all. And yep, I think that's gonna be. Oh, I just noticed that just down there then. Just that little piece there needs to be black gloss, and I believe there's another little piece just underneath. You know, sometimes you might have to look at your project quite a lot of times to make sure that it's all right. Save, select all. Again, I know we've just done this, but you know, you just want to make sure that nothing's happened to it at all. Limited dissolve once again, and I think right, okay, when I'm doing the limited dissolve, is that what's giving me that? No, okay, but however, we are missing this over here. There we go. See, once you've added them colours in, sometimes they just it just shows little things. I'm not sure why that was grey, that piece. Ah, there we go, it's just a selected piece. And that's why you always check, and then if you need to, check again. I suppose we could add we could have added some materials to this, which I know a lot of you are probably going to say, but you know, I just wanted to make this quite a simple tutorial, and adding the textures and stuff, that's going to be a complete separate part. Probably adding textures is going to be that's probably going to be a tutorial all by itself, because at that point we'll be looking at the UV maps. It probably sounds like I actually know quite a lot on this, but I do watch a lot of videos on YouTube of this sort of stuff, and that's the only reason why I know so much about it. That's actually more advanced than what I already know, or what I should be knowing for a beginner. Okay, yes, that's good. Just a shame we couldn't get rid of these edges here, because that would be spot on. But I believe that's going to be the end of that, and if you just go down, yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's going to be the end of that one. And yeah, I mean, thank you very much for following us. You see, we're just using limited dissolve. It has messed up the geometry there completely, but yep, that's all part of the learning, and hopefully you will continue to follow me. You'll like, comment, subscribe, and we can do many more videos together. So thanks very much for watching, and that's going to be it from me for a bit, and then I'll see us some other stuff to some other projects to do. Thank you.